no. Why won't it focus? Please help. Help. There we go. Almost. Hello? I have no idea if I am audible. Oh boy, shaky camera. Hi! Oh my god! Welcome to my stream! Oh my god, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous, but I don't know if I'm more nervous about like the technical aspects of all this stuff or doing a shitty job swatching. I feel like I should do something about this wiggly camera, but I don't know what. Like clothespin it to something. I don't know. Let me get some music started. I was like, I didn't really want to tell anyone. I don't know. I'm really nervous. But I guess I'll go in there. I don't know, like, also, like, the etiquette. I don't want to be all like, hey, everyone. Like, I know this is Eve's Discord and space, but come to my thing. Like, I don't know. I'm nobody, you know? So I figured I would just show up and then see who stumbles my way. I also just feel like I need some music or something. Oh my god, there's 2 people here. Oh my god, oh my god. Listen, I have no chill at all, at all. So I'm trying to get the music started. So for music, we are going to be listening to Plant Wave. And today it's going to be this lovely little hydroponic pothos. He doesn't have a name. I don't name my plants or any of my things. I don't know if that's a ADHD thing or whatever, but let's get this guy hooked up and listen to him. Oh, it would help if I turned it the fuck on. Jesus Christ. Hey. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay. Good idea. Good idea. I'm an idiot. Is the link? Oh, how about? Oh, okay. Copy, and then go over here. Where is it? Am I even in the right Discord? Yes. Okay. Oops. No. Control V, you dummy. Why did he stop? Oh my goodness. Maybe a different subset. Oops. I really like heart chakra. Okay, it's not working. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's practice. So, I am mostly within range. You guys should see the rig I've got going on. All right, so I've got my water over here, and there's an awful lot of noise going on my front porch. I'm gonna time out. I'm gonna go close the door in my kitchen because I don't know if that's a squirrel trying to come in the house or the neighbors are up to some shit. So hang on 1 second. Okay, yeah, never mind. It is just the neighbor bringing groceries up the porch. Why isn't this working though? This is bothering me. And I know he's alive. So I guess to start off, because this isn't just going to be about paint, it's everything. If you guys have never heard of Plant Wave before, this thing is fucking incredible. So I first heard about this like I want to say 10 years ago, and I was like, oh my god, that's the coolest thing, because I'm like a huge nerd for like fun science-y type things, even though I'm like not what you would call academic in any way, shape, or form. I just think things are cool, especially science-y things. Like I have the enthusiasm of Hank Green without the education. God, that's wiggly. Okay, jeez. All right, I'm just gonna have to try to not rock my desk. But anyway, yeah, Plant Wave. So, I thought it was so cool, but it was like, I think it was like still on Kickstarter mode at that point or something. So I like, forgot about it because ADHD. And then I started dating my boyfriend a few years ago, and I like had briefly mentioned to him about it in one of those like, oh yeah, have you ever heard of this? This thing is so cool. And then again, I forgot all about it. And then he surprised me with it for like our first anniversary or something. And like, or I don't know if it was anniversary or my birthday. I think it was my birthday. And honestly, it's like the coolest fucking thing I've ever gotten as a gift. Like ever, ever, ever. It was literally just playing like 2 seconds ago. Not 2 seconds. Maybe I should choose different leaves. Maybe he doesn't like the leaves. Is it picking me up? Bluetooth is on. Oh, this is bugging me now. Like, oh, okay. You know, everything was fine. I was listening to this all night and this morning, and it was fine. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's picking me up, which is neat. It picks up like electrical currents, largely comprised. I guess like it's basically like a conductivity thing. And so like you clip the little thingies onto a plant of some sort, and as the like, I don't know, like the cells are moving through the plant and stuff, they created software that turns those like electrical impulses and signals and stuff, layman's terms, into music. And they have like all these different like sound sets you can choose from, and my favorite's heart chakra. So I don't want it to be too loud, but I want to distract from any shitty background noise from my neighborhood. Oh, really? Okay. I'm gonna have to do the thing that I always do during Eve's streams and like get my notebook out and like take notes while people tell me things. Because I'm a sucker for learning new stuff and checking things out. My keyboard. Very rudimentary setup I've got here. And Merlin Sheldrake. Okay, I'll check those out. All right, I've got paper, I've got the paints, I've got water, and I've got a couple brushes picked out. Okay, all right, so this is the box. Oh, I promise I'm gonna try never do that thing again because I just felt embarrassed about that. But yeah, so this is my shiz. I've got, fit it all on screen. Okay, so this is a good volume. Okay, good. Yeah. So I don't know if I should do the Schmincke first. And I figured while I'm doing the pink palette, I'll also do the, oh fuck, you know what I just realized? Oh my god, I didn't unwrap any of these pans. Oh my god. Oh, I'm a dummy. Oh my god, nothing's unwrapped. Okay, so you know what? Right now it's gonna be lacy stuff, just because, you know, and then maybe like I'll do a quick break in a little bit and unwrap the pans or something while we wait for the paint to dry. I don't know. Oh god. Okay. All right, I've got this and this, and this and this, and then I'm thinking maybe next week I'll do the Roman Schmal. I don't know. Maybe I should do one a week. Like instead of trying to do Rebel Unicorn Crafts and Schmincke, maybe I should just do the Rebel Unicorn Crafts because this is a lot of paint already. I don't know. What do you guys think? Schmincke last today. So I'm going to use one of my favorite brushes. It's the Raphael Soft Aqua size 4. I love tiny brushes. I love super short handles. I love pocket-sized everything. Okay, so Rebel Unicorn Crafts. Okay, so when I first started getting interested in watercolor, it was because I saw a video by Andrea Nelson. and she instantly captivated me. Like, just right away, I was like, oh my God, she's like bubbly and sunny and like, I don't know, she's just so adorable. And her stuff is like very like really like not intimidating, you know, especially for someone who like loves a lot of color but doesn't actually have any like artistic skills. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Schmincke next week. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. So Andrea Nelson, so I was following her videos for, I don't know, like a good 6 to 8 months or a year or something. And then the algorithm served me Lacey Walker and I started following her stuff. And then like 6 months later, I found out that Andrea and Lacey are long distance besties. And I was like, everything makes sense now. But Lacey is also incredible. She's like chill and like, I don't know, she's just honestly really, I think she's incredible. And I'm sad that she has discontinued her paints, but she's still, you know, doing other things. So like, it's not like she's dropping off the face of the planet or anything like that. I want to like have all this stuff out. Some of these also are duplicates. I just realized also I don't have anything sketched out. Whatever. We're going with it, right? We're just going with it. Do need to open up this one. Oh, I don't want to like rip this. Ooh, it's like, looks black in the pan. With like a hint of purple, which is weird because this is blue. Sketch match, yeah, really. There I go, dropping shit. All right, I'm gonna start with the bright and shiny palette because I love neons. Neons are my favorite. Also, I normally pre-wet everything, but because these are handmade, I'm not going to pre-wet anything. I'm just gonna go in. So, and this is dry paper. This is the level 3 Artist Loft watercolor paper from Michaels. I haven't really used it much. Oh, this brush is very wet. I haven't really used it much. But that's very bright, yeah. Let's try for blobby boxes. Sure. Sounds good. Hopefully this music is very calming and appealing to you guys too. Yeah, and you know what? I saw your message and I was like, oh yeah, I actually sort of thought about something like that. And then ADHD, I fucking forgot again. But yeah, that's like a method that I would like to pick up and get into. Huh. It's like bright on the paper, but like before it sinks in, I don't know if you can see, it's like dark. That's interesting. It doesn't look as much like liquid highlighter as I was expecting, but it's still bright on the paper. For lighting, I actually had to close my shade. I have one window over here. I'm learning left and right also, by the way, guys. I have one window facing me right here next to my desk, and then I have like one window at a 45-degree angle because I live in the living room, and it's south. It's all like south facing for the sun. So I closed the shade, and I have this like, I got this lamp on Amazon. I don't really like it, but it'll be good if I decide to go into surgery, right? And I don't mean like go, you know what I mean. If I decide to become a surgeon, I can bring this light with me. Ooh, this one looks like it's gonna be really yummy. I love green. I love bright green. Ooh. Ooh, you know what? The thinner part is very bright. It's very light and bright. I didn't think to put lines down. I don't really like concern myself with transparency so much. Like, as long as it's not completely opaque, I guess. But even then, I'm just like, whatever. It's not like I'm actually painting pictures, so who cares? This blue is going to be interesting because this is not a blue I would have selected as a neon. But, I mean, it's blue, you know. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I sort of do like minor surgery because I'm a picker. I'm a picker. And when I have boyfriends and they take their shirt off around me and I see their back and I'm like, ooh, get over here. Oh, see, I kicked my desk again. Sorry. This desk is very rickety. It's like, you know, marketplace special from, I think it probably came from Walmart originally. Ooh, ooh. I like this purple. I like that it's like not too blue and not too red. Like to me, I sometimes feel like dioxazine purple is like a little too it leans a certain way that I don't hate it because it is a good basic purple, but I feel like this is a better purple. It looks very dark on the screen. But I can see it's like a little light. Like I can you can start to see through it. Okay, there we go. Like the color's picking up. This is an interesting paint color water. It's very like white. I don't know. It's white almost. It's very interesting. It's very sparkly. I don't know where the sparkles came from because I just washed all of these. Yeah, I haven't learned. I mean, I haven't really learned a whole lot of color mixing because I guess it's sort of pointless when you're always wanting to do neons. This, oh my god, this looks incredible, you guys. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! It like sparkly popped. It's like dancing. Oh, blobby, blob, blob. Oh my god, I love this. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wowie, wowie. And this is going to make the water really pretty. Yeah, like I said, I haven't really delved too far into mixing. I really just prefer working like this. Purple seems really hard too, by the way. Like whenever I do watch, oh Jesus. Whenever I do watch something about color mixing, like split what is it? Split primary videos, which I enjoy watching. I find them very fun to watch. It seems like making oranges is super easy and making good greens is super easy, but making, like, I haven't figured out how to mix that without actively mixing neons. So, like, to me, it's worth having at least one kind of purple pre-mixed. I really want to get some. Oh gosh, this. Oh, you know what it is? The yellow has shimmer. It's not flat. Ooh, that's really pretty. Considering yellow is one of my least favorite colors, this is a little exciting. I don't know if I forgot that she said that it's I'm trying to do it without spilling. Oh wait, the paint's kind of dry on already, so how do I, where's the reflection? There, a little bit. You can see it's like a micro shimmer. It's almost like a gold pearl or something. It's very pretty. I'm really glad I picked up extra pans of this because it'll be fun to like mix that into other things. Yeah, I don't think that I don't know. The color mixing stuff really confuses me because I expect hydration break, everyone, to drink your water. We talk about, what is it? Warm yellow plus cool red is a good orange. No, there's like the orange and the green, like the warm versus cool combination makes sense to me. But then purple, it's warm blue plus cool red. And I'm like, what? Shouldn't it be a cool and a cool or a warm and a warm? But the fact that for purple, it's the opposite, like they're mismatched, I don't know, it kind of throws me off a lot. I'm gonna keep going in this row, I guess. I don't really know. Now we're getting into the sparklies, and yeah, I'm not following a very good order. Normally, I would be extremely like picky about what order on the paper I was doing this in, but you know, part of the whole thing about watercolor is that you have to give up control. And as somebody who is weirdly a combination of like a type A and type D personality, I have 18 wolves inside of me. Letting go as far as art goes feels really scary and impossible. And so like this is sort of like a self-therapy journey for me. Oh, I don't like this at all. I don't think that I'm going to like these glitter colors. Like I said in my video yesterday, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to end up gifting these. Maybe to my sister. I mean, they're pretty, but they're very, very clear. Like this is very transparent. It's like I mean, it's pretty as a glaze, but I like painting mass tone. So, I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I do kind of like that green, but I am not. It's a weird blue, I guess. I'm gonna go like in a zigzag motion because why not? Sorry, I'm trying to like pay attention to what I'm doing here and also not kick my desk because normally I move around on my desk a lot. But I also have to keep reminding myself to look up at my screen and see if you guys are talking because I have never done this before and um, I'm not used to. Whoa, there's two types of glitter in here. I'm not used to there actually being people who can hear me while I talk to myself in my room. So yeah. This one has a very fine gold micro glitter, and then it has like somewhat more regular sized silver glitter in it. Yeah, I am fully like, wow, Eve does this all the time. And she has like her husband, or I think that's her husband, right? Her husband around, partner, and then she's got cats distracting her too. Oh my freaking god, I don't like this is using all of my RAM right now. There's a lot of glitter in these. I hate that these are moving. I don't want to clip them in too hard either, though. You know what? This works out that the 4 glitters are in the corner like this. Yeah, these are very, very transparent. They dry very smooth, though. Like I don't know if you can see how there's like very minor, like kind of bloomy cauliflower looking areas, but these are super, super smooth. Wow. Oh, right, the colors. Sorry, I'm a dummy. Pink flamingo, carrot juice, lemon drop, gummy bear. Oh, gummy bear green. I don't know why this one specifically has the green in the name. I don't know. Turned around. I think it's Blue Lagoon. Yeah, that's Blue Lagoon and eggplant. Tess, hey, you were summoned. Welcome. Yeah, those, and then ice. Ugh. Unicorn money. Butterfly wing. Magic mint. That is a pretty minty green. Sunshine Sparkle and Princess Sparkle. That is very, like these 4 colors together, because they're so light, this does remind me of like nursery colors. Not nursery, like a 8-year-old girl, Oh, I just rocked the desk again, sorry. I hope you guys don't get motion sickness like I do. Then I've got Stormy Blue. This is the color I've been wanting to get for like, I don't know, has it been 2 years now? I think I'm gonna switch to a fresh jar and wipe this off. Did the plant fall asleep? Is he taking a nap? I charged it this morning too, so I know the battery's not dead. Oh, okay. Sometimes if I just like touch it, they like wake up. I don't know. It's freaky. I think it might be. I don't know. Well, to be honest, I wasn't looking at the screen because I forgot to look at the screen again. It could be your internet. I don't know. Let me know if it keeps up. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on the screen a little better. All right, so this color is Stormy Blue. And I have high hopes for this. I'm gonna go over, I know I said I was gonna go in an S format, but now that this is grouped, I wanna like group things, so. Oh goodness. Ooh. Wow, wowie. That's pretty. On the screen, it looks a bit like of a deeper blue, but in front of my face, it's more cool. Like it leans a lot more gray. It looks like a Payne's blue gray to me. It has that like almost blurple color tone to it. I'm gonna put this one here for now. Oh, what? No, I don't want it there. I want it separate. Okay. And I'm gonna set this over here. I need to get some of this away. Clatter, clatter, crash, bang, boom. Let me make a little bit of space on my desk. My little tiny ass Walmart special desk. This is all a learning experience. All of it, you know? And the thing I love about learning experiences is that it's always like one more chance for me to get better at, you know, the things I'm trying to do. Which lately has been DPT practice. Which one do I want to do next? I don't know, which should I do? The Royal Favorites or the sketch set? I'm gonna do the Marvelous Metallics palette over here, I think. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I should be able to fit that in, I think. Actually, I have 2 sheets of paper here I got ready because I had a big piece and I cut it in half, so I've actually got another piece ready. Whoa, guy, okay. Yeah, it does. It does. It changes as like the sunlight changes, as the water changes. There have been times where I have clipped it to a plant that I haven't watered in a bit, and then I water it, and you can literally, as the plant is like drawing up the water, you can hear like the activity change. Like the music gets more like, I guess, I don't know, energetic, you know? Yeah, this blue, God, I love it. I love like an indigo and an indanthrone blue. Like I'm living for this right now. And yeah, I'm gonna do royal favorites because I feel like these darker ones will look good if I like, continue on in this row. I'll probably do if I run out of room, I'll do these two on the next paper. Yeah, curious. So it's pricey, okay? Like it's a pricey little toy, but honest to God, this is gonna be something like I will not stop thinking that this is so fucking cool for the rest of my life. Like I'm listening to a fucking plant create music. Like I'm listening to the life force of the plant. It doesn't get any cooler. There are actually a couple of things that do like battle for first place for coolness. One being the technology that we have now, where basically you can hold your phone in between you and somebody speaking a different language, and like it will, and you have like earbuds in, and it like in real time translates for you. That's literally something that I dreamt of when I was a little kid. Like I was like, it would be so cool if there was a machine that you could speak into and it would tell you what everybody else was saying, and then you didn't need to like go to school. Like that was my lame attempt at a kid voice. Um, yeah, it's called Plant Wave. It is super super cool. But yeah, they've created that. And the other thing that I think would be cool, and I wish somebody would invent, and I think they almost started to, I never heard about it again, was like something that would allow me to view X-ray. Like, so when I was a kid, we had this like set of encyclopedias, and there was one for like anatomy, and there were these two pages that were clear plastic with like bones, muscle, like, and when you laid one page over the other, it like, gave you like the nervous system and stuff. Like, I don't know, it was really fucking cool. And like as a kid, I spent a dumb amount of time looking at those pages, considering how bad I did in school. This is very interesting. This is Black Sand Beach. It's got silver shimmer. Well, you can only see the wetness. It's got silver shimmer, and it's supposed to have black glitter. Oh, I do see black micro glitter in it. I'm doing a really shitty job of showing you guys this stuff. I apologize. I will get better. I will get better. Yeah, you guys have them too. Yeah, I just, like, it's been fucking what, 35 years? I still think about these pages all the time. Like, wow, those anatomy pages were really cool, And I wish like I could like put on a pair of like magic X-ray glasses and see that. Like I want to look at my hand and tell the glasses like, look at my veins, and I can see all of my veins. And then I want to be like, look at my bones and see all of my bones. And then like I would, oh my God, it would just be incredible. It would be so fun and cool to just be able to like, especially, I don't know, maybe it's because like I have chronic pain issues, and like there's always something that hurts, and it's very frustrating to try to like Google it and Google pictures of it and stuff, and then like self-diagnose what could possibly be hurting without knowing what it looks like inside my body. So this color is called Stargazer. Sorry, I keep forgetting to talk about the paint. Ooh, this is very pretty too. Oh my God. Let me get some water on that real quick. I'll drag it out a little bit. It's very, so this is, all right, if this is a violet tinged Payne's blue gray, this is like a more denim, this is a more indigo leaning. I'm fucking using words like I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Yes, I love looking. I love holding a flashlight through my hands and looking at the stuff I can see. And I wish I could do it to the like my whole body, especially when I like I have a tummy ache and I want to know what hurts. Thank you. Yeah, museums are really fun for that sort of stuff. And if I had the space for it, I would probably the space and the money. I would really enjoy having a like life-size 3D model, anatomy model. Here's a green I don't like. I don't. Yeah, I kind of. I don't hate it as like a paint color, I guess, if it wasn't watercolor. Like I have a table that's this color in my living room right now, and like my kitchen walls are very similar to this color. But as a watercolor, I don't really enjoy this color. I think I took too much water off. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to like show. Fuck that up. Whatever. Whatever. Let's just go with it. This is called chard. Now that Curious and I know how this is truly pronounced, this is chard, not shard, not Swiss chard. Much to my chagrin. What the fuck? That is a CH and we say it like an SH. What the fuck? I don't know. She does not give any like pigment information. I don't think. I don't recall her giving like she doesn't give like, uh, uh now I'm blanking on a fucking number, like a PB 13 or whatever, She doesn't give that stuff, but like when it comes to the yellow curry, she did mention that it's like an ochre. So like some of the colors she like, you know. Wildflower, go get a flashlight right now. The brightest one you can find, or the biggest one, or both. So here's another pan of unicorn money. There is literally a pan of unicorn money in every palette, so I'm not gonna swatch that each time. All right, so next color is Jacaranda Dreams. Jacaranda? Jacaranda? I don't know. Ooh, there's a micro shimmer to it, like a pearly. Ooh, okay. All right, this could be good. Interesting. I don't think I like it. Let's see what happens if I drag it out. I think I like it where it's growing on me. I do like this very pale color. Unicorn money is definitely more. Ooh, good question. I would say it's more glitter because let me show you real quick. I can see through it. Like it's reminding me of like a nail polish top coat. Like you can see the paper through it. So it's sort of like there's no base to it. Same thing with the ice color. There's no, you know what I mean? Okay, good. I'm glad that helps. Oh, here we go. Oxidized copper. I'm looking forward to this. And then I've got one more shimmer. This is Spellbound. This is more of a copper versus like a yellow gold. I'm really looking forward to this color. Then we have Eggplant, which again, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do the ones that are, you know, duplicates. This is going to be interesting. So in the pan, how can I describe this? It does look like the copper that when it turns green, and it's got that gold shimmer to it. It kept that copper gold, that like cool toned copper gold. I really want to like load this up. No, I'm gonna say that this is very smooth. There's just the normal like flocculation line happening. But yeah, so far, maybe this I think she mentioned that this is a granulating blue, but it doesn't look very granulating to me. It looks, for a granulator, relatively smooth. And these also are very smooth, which I like. I prefer non-granulating. I don't know about this. I kind of hate it. All right, I think I've loaded this up enough. I'm going to do 2 swatches of this, actually. Maybe not on this page, but because I do want to fucks with this. Ooh, I did pretty good dabbing my brush off with that one. Pull it out. Wow. This is interesting. So this is supposed to be like a very granulating color. I'm a vocab nerd. I need to clean this off. I accidentally flipped some green on here, and I will not be able to rest until I clean this off. What do I do? What do I do? Get a new brush. Look at this tiny brush. This is the Raphael Soft Aqua Zero. I love it. She's so precious. So let me see. I gotta get that off. Ooh, that looks cool on my napkin. What you're seeing right now is the reason why I can have an eyeshadow palette that's 20 years old and you could barely tell that it gets used if you didn't see the eyeshadow dipping in the pan, because I keep everything somewhat obsessively clean. Like those people who have pans where like the colors are all like intermingling in the pans and stuff. I'm like, oh God. Yeah. I would say that this is, I'm trying to look at the color. I would say it's like sage, but it's also bluish, like a sage aqua, if that makes any sense. It's like if Sage and Aqua knocked boots and made this puppy and then jazzed it up with some bronzy micro shimmer. One of these days I'm gonna, it's my first time. Okay, there's the glitter, and there's the glitter you can see on here too. Oh, and you can see the sparkles and the micro glitter. And there's the micro glitter, or the shimmer. I gotta pick some words between glitter and shimmer, because when I'm talking about nail polish, it's very particular, and somehow with watercolor I can't seem to keep them straight. I will learn. The plant keeps falling asleep. Keep him. See? He just wants to be like talked to and like he just wants to be like pet. And then he like wakes up. Isn't it crazy? Plants. They're amazing. Yeah, same test. I will like swatch and then it'll be like 6 months again before I like bring it out. Ooh, I haven't heard of Cascade. I'm gonna have to look it up. Yeah, color mess anxiety. Very much, very much. Yeah, yeah. There you have it, folks. Plants or cats. All right, clean this off. Is it clean? It's pretty clean. There's still some glitter in it, some shimmer, but it's clean enough, I guess. I think all of these colors from the sketch set, other than Unicorn Money, they're all flat color, not flat. They're all mattes. And they all, especially these, look to be very opaque. Especially these. This one looks really nice. She did say that this is like a red ochre, so that's another thing. Wildflower, it's very easy because as you all know, collecting supplies and colors is a hobby unto itself, and it's essentially like a full-time job, you know. And it's easy to then run out of time to do things like this, you know. All right, I have one more small clean water, and then once I do these, or I might even get like halfway through this and I might have to take a water break to go get fresh water. I'm gonna go down here for these. And you know what? Where's my pencil? I'm gonna do a line for the white. Wait, do people swatch white paint over pencil? I also have this handy dandy. Oh! Sharpie. Sure. Take a whiff. Hell yeah, Curious. Do you think that you will share your swatches with the class? The gang, the group? I don't know what we fucking call ourselves. The gang. I want to give that time to make sure it's fully dry. So I'm gonna go from white to black. So this color is called Curry. That, yeah. Let's say, okay, alright. And there's a little fly on my hand. It's okay, as long as he doesn't bite me. You have definitely found your people here, especially if your type of people, have a lot of anxiety. Wow. That's like That's really smooth. You know, okay, I've never been like a huge yellow ochre person. Again, I I like some like moody colors, but I I'm very picky about yellows. I really only like neon yellow. But this is so smooth that I'm like really liking it. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna hear wow a lot. Alright, this is called Fresh Watermelon. This is a really interesting looking color. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like it's warm, like a coral. And I almost feel like I'm seeing pink coming out of it as I'm wetting it. I don't know if you'll be able to pick up. No, it doesn't show up on screen, but there's like a hot pink um, little thread of pigment just woke up. Yeah, there's hot pink in this. Wow, okay. Oh wow, that's thick. She's thick. Okay, and it really does look like when you buy watermelon and sometimes the watermelon comes on like the styrofoam or no, when it's in the plastic and they have that like plastic pad underneath and the juice of the watermelon like soaks in. That's what it's kind of reminding me of. This is really nice. And I'm trying to see if is this granulating or it's doing something weird. Yeah, I was trying to like not say words like that, but yeah, basically the watermelon maxi pad. This is really neat, and I just whacked my elbow on the desk again. Sorry. Like, is this granulating? Was it? I think that was just a piece of lint in my brush, but I don't know. This is very interesting. I'm trying to see how close this camera will zoom in to. Wow. I think this is my max right here, so I'm about like 4 inches away from the camera. This is a really interesting little color. I like it. It's fun. That's neat. It looks really like, oh, I mean, this is after I like, look at how strong that is. That's really strong. And it's very like, you know, opaque, very strong on the bristles there. All right, now this one. This is called, fuck, she made a little mini swatch sheet for this too. Oh, can I see it? Oh, there's like, she did put labels on some of them, and I can just see like part of the side label, and it's enough to refresh my memory. This is chocolate covered strawberry. Whoa, as I wet it, it just turned, it looks like a brick. You know, when you wet a really dusty brick, like a terracotta brick. It's pretty. I like that. Look at me learning to appreciate colors I never would have liked. I think part of it is that because I came here from makeup, I'm first attracted to the colors that I would wear as makeup. So if I would wear it as an eyeshadow or a nail polish, like I'm drawn to that, you know? Guys, this is brush dip number 2. Oh my god. I'm gonna go for brush dip number 3. Holy shit, this is really pigmented. Wow. Wow. This is... You know what though? I would on the paper. On the paper, it's much much more of like a brown, like hint of plum. It looks like a classic 90s chocolate lipstick. Like, where's my 90 girls at? It's like, it really reminds me of that. I wouldn't wear it full. I don't wear lipstick full strength, but I absolutely dab on a very, very thin, light layer of this. Let me catch up on the chat a little bit and back up. Yeah, perfect red watermelon. Very true, very true. I know that the paper is pretty intact, but I'm gonna lie, as I look, I am seeing like there's like lint on it. So it's I'm banking on I'm just picking up lint. Wonder what color fuck would be if it was a color. God, that's a good question. Some kind of bluey purple, which is weird because I don't enjoy blurple as a color. Time to hydrate again. My throat's very dry. Drink up. Oh, also, I think I could open up my shade. Get some more light in here. I had to pull the shade because it got really, really hot in here. Yeah, Dr. Pepper. Yes. Oh my God. Good call. Yeah. Well, actually, no. Again, so on the screen, it's that color, but I don't know. I was trying to fuck with the white balance last night and I was very unsuccessful. But maybe if I put my hand next to it, I'm a little bit red, I guess. Yeah, when I bring it up, it looks a little bit more true. See how it's like what is that? Like a hint of purple? Purple, plummy, bricky. I don't know. That's true, curious. Like, there's got to be like for every type of fuck, there's a different color. God, look at how red. This is hella pigmented. Hella pigmented. I can't even get like clean water. And like I have nope, that was actually my clean water. How about before I continue on to the blue, the black, the graphite, and the white, and actually I'm gonna come back and do the white first. I'm gonna go replenish my tray of Walters, and I will be back. Give me like 60 seconds. Ready, go. Thank you for holding. All right. Oh, a quilt. I love that idea. I love the idea of people like doing their other like doing crafts like along with me, because it's makes it more like a group thing. Thank you. I appreciate that, Wildflower. I also when I was at the sink, I was thinking I want to say thank you guys for being here with me, because it means a lot. I was like kind of almost like thinking like, oh, I'll just be sitting here like completely by myself all day long. Like no one would be here. I don't know. So I appreciate you guys being here with me. It's very nice of you. Oh my god. Look at see like I should have brought the brush with me too. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so with the freshest of water, I'm gonna do the white just so that I make sure I don't get anything else in it. So the white is called nope. Whipped cream. I was close. I was on food. Hydration is very important though. Like it's of the utmost importance. So before I forget to talk about the paint, real quick, she did say that this is a titanium white. I want to get a little bit more water, but not too much, because I want to make it thick. I want it to be thick. I'm trying to make it super, super thick. Ooh, wow. Wow. I'm going to leave some of the line not painted over. If I like dab it on, it's, yeah, this is, yeah. And this is very white. It's actually it's showcasing that the paper itself is a different shade of white. I don't know if it's gonna show. You can see the shine of the wetness, but I'll try to show you guys once it dries, because it's a very like white. Like it's white. The white is whiting. Okay, yeah, so lifting the shade does make a difference. Okay. And also, Curious Bee, yeah, I think she did say, maybe, I don't know, fuck. The thing is, as the colors have been selling out because it was her final release, she's taken the listings down. But, for posterity, I did screenshot the listings of the palettes. I didn't do screenshots of all of her individual colors because that would be a lot of screenshots, but I took screenshots on the desktop of all of the listings of her palettes. Oh fuck, I didn't do a full screen though. Like I didn't scroll down and get where she described the colors. Fuck. So to be honest, I can't remember if she actually did say Indian red for that one, but I feel like that's what it is. Also, look, we made milk, or not milk, but oh, you know what this reminds me of? So when I was little, we lived in Panama and Puerto Rico for a little bit, and I don't quite remember if in Panama, I think, but in Puerto Rico you can get like limbe. I'm butchering it. You would never believe that Spanish was like my first language. There's these two types of pops you can get. You could go, there's these little carts, and they give you a tiny little like Dixie cup of like packed ice with like syrup on top. So it's almost like shaved ice or like a Hawaiian ice, but it's like Spanish style, like Puerto Rican. And I always got coconut. and as it melted, it looked like this like glowy white. Oh God, I gotta make sure I don't drink that, because that is really bringing back some nostalgia for me. Where was I? Blue. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's taken a minute to dry too. Oh no, because I did those first. I'm a dummy. God. I'm like, gee, it's still wet. Ew, it's taking forever to dry. I just fucking did it 2 seconds ago. I'm an idiot. Oh, sex blue. All right. Now this is called Rocket Pop Blue. This is the blue I think, based on the online swatches, that I would choose to go with the bright and shiny instead of this blue. I think that I would choose this blue. My brush is so dry. I think. Now let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. I mean, and it's funny because I don't typically enjoy ultramarine as a color, but like I am. This is somehow. I'm gonna drag this one out too. Much blue. Um, yeah. So yes, that. So she didn't say anything in it. Damn. Okay. I love that she included that on some of her listings. She said, also, I actually wrote down the recipe for this one. Like, I just thought that was really cute when I would see that. Because on a lot of them, she didn't. This color, so on the screen, it looks like a phthalo blue. No, this is like a glowing, I would say this is ultramarine, and it's glowing. It's like a glowing ultramarine. And what's crazy is that, again, I have historically not liked the ultramarine paint, but this is changing my mind. Nope, see, it still looks very phthalo. It looks very phthalo right here, and it's not. I assure you, none of that is showing up in real life. Why can I not get this to look? This is the coolest. No, not the coolest. Warmest. Yeah, right? If it's red leaning, it's warm. So this is warm. This is so crazy warm. And it's killing me right now that it looks very cool on the paper because it's very warm. It's so bright. Yeah, this has to be an ultramarine, but it's also like really smooth. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, Terra Rosa. I'm gonna have to look that up. Um, let me see. I gotta look up and down, look up and down. These just look more like they look more opaque on the screen. On paper, I can see through them a little bit. They're a little thin. So far, these all look true. These look true. This looks warmer on screen, but on paper, this looks like a cerulean blue. You know what? Also, you guys know those markers that are like the color outline markers? These look like that. focus, focus, focus. It's like I'm talking to myself. Focus here. See how it dried with the like dark ridge? It's making me think of those, even the yellow. Is it gonna show up? The yellow, you can't really see it on the screen, but on the paper you can see it's a very sharp yellow line. The on all of these, the outline, it didn't really show up very well on screen, but it's a very sharp, dark color. It's neat. It's interesting. Again, these make me think of like fairy flowers and stuff. What else? What else? This. I would say this looks a little warmer on screen as well. This looks true. This also looks a little warmer. This is a very like grayed out indigo, but it looks like it's got a hint of like a phthalo-y, turquoisey. This looks true. This, I think that this looks true. This looks true. These, yeah, so it's the blues. The blues are weirdly showing up weird. That's interesting. Yeah, so what you say about ultramarine, that you didn't like it and now you use it the most and you use it for mixing. Okay, that's a question that I have for everybody once I hydrate. Are there any, so it's a two-part question. Are there any colors that you started out not liking that you then grew to appreciate, if not like, at least appreciate? And did those colors, did you come to like them or appreciate them because they're really good for mixing? Like you don't necessarily use them on their own, but you like them now because they're good for mixing. Yeah, guys, grab some paint. Range looks full. Oh, I see what, do you mean like, there's like a balance of warm and cool tones? I never think to like pay attention to that, again, because my eye is always like, I want neon palettes. I never think about like, do I have a warm red, like, because I want everything to always be cool or neon anyway. But phthalo green and quin red, do you mix those two together? Like you individually did not like either of them very much and now you like them because of how they mix? It's chapstick time. Today's chapstick is Doobie's Lip Lube in the mango flavor. This is locally made. I picked it up at like a little art shop like an hour away. It is made with cannabis sativa flower extract. I mean, it tastes like weed. I love it. I appreciate when like I don't smoke because I can't handle it, but for topical uses, I love weed. I love THC. I find like my lips do really well with this sort of stuff. I love using CBD oil, not just for taking it, but for like if I'm experiencing like I have this thing I have to wear all the time for like nausea, and the stretchy part of the elastic has latex in it, and I have a latex allergy, so sometimes my wrist gets irritated, and I will put some CBD oil on it, and it'll feel a little better. Transparent, pure. Is it Purell or Pyrol? I've been meaning to ask people for a while too. Interesting. Interesting about those two colors too, Test. I don't think I like phthalo green at all. I don't like that it stains the brush. That's probably like just my huge gripe with it. I don't like staining colors. Yeah, I know. We need I always go to there's like a YouTube channel like pronunciation.com or something like that, and I watch that stuff. I either that or I ask Jeeves, which is my name for Google, how it's pronounced. Yeah, I am a huge I have enough like chapsticks and lip balms to literally I don't think I can use up what I have before I die. It's a lot. It's a lot. I love a good lip product though. Sorry, I paused for a second there. I left my kitchen door open, but what that because I like the fresh air and I like feeling like part of the outdoors is in here with me. But it also means that because I live on the first floor, anybody like going up and down the stairs is like the noise like travels, and sometimes I'm like, did someone just walk in? But it's just their footsteps like as they like walk off the porch to the driveway. Oh, so it is Pyrol. Okay, that's weird because I want it to be Pyrol. Pyrol. Even though Pyro is pyro, pyromaniac. But yeah, Pyrol. Transparent Pyrol. Pure. Yeah, Pyrol orange. Pyrol or Pyrol? Pyrol. It takes a lot of work to fucking speak, you know? Next we're gonna go back to the paints. Next we're gonna do, what was this? Black licorice, I think? Yeah, black licorice. Ooh, blue milk. Again, it's very warm on the screen, but this is like I would say cornflower. Literally, okay, guys, that's how you adjust. On my screen, that looks like blue raspberry milk, but in real life, it's cornflower milk. Yeah, curious. I also vote that we just say whatever the fuck we want, however the fuck we want. If you want to say tomato, go right ahead. I might look at you a little bit weird, but like, just fucking be fabulous and do you. Because life is too fucking short. And I know I'm like, what, at least 10 years late to this party, but like YOLO, you know? Those kids really, wow, that's black. Those kids really knew what they were talking about. Oh, that's immediately granulaty. I fucked that part up. Yeah, look, immediately. Get my hand in there because apparently that's the only way that focuses. Look at how gritty that is. That's interesting. That's really interesting. What happens? Yeah. This is, I'm, again, learning water control and how long I can lay a brush down before it's not wet enough to paint with. Yeah, they are. Words are made up. They really are. Message retracted. What? How did you do that? Who did that? I didn't do that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I want to call this gritty. All right, now here is something that I have zero experience with. This is graphite. I I don't remember if she gave it a paint name. She used a, let me see. She used like sticky dots. Oh, she used sticky dots on the sponge too. Okay. Interesting. That was a choice. Oh god. I need both hands. Both hands on deck. Okay, well, suffice it to say, no, there's no color name on this, so I think it's just graphite. Yeah, I want I want it to be jacaranda. Oh, no, curious. It was Test. Yeah, there's a retracted. So Tess, did you do that yourself? Because yeah, I didn't know that was an option that you could like take back what you said. Takesy backsies. I didn't know there was take backs. Ooh. Now this looks interesting just the way the pan is wetting. Like it's not behaving like paint. Oh, wow. It's, you know what? It's kind of reminding me a little bit of like a gel. Okay. Hello, I'm going to delete this. All right, let's see. Click your message. Oh, on the phone app. Oh, okay. Interesting. Is anyone on desktop? I'm getting distracted away from the brush here. Sorry. Oh, it's like it dries very metallic and quickly, like a satin finish. I'm gonna do this right. Oh, well that looks that looks black too. Hmm. Now I don't know if this is a graphite paint or just graphite. She did mention that once it's dry, you can smudge it around with your fingers, and she thought that that would be fun. Oops. I messed up with the gradation there. And as somebody who has never like done finger painting, this is going to be a therapeutic foray. Yeah, she stuck down the sponge. I think she just stuck things in all of the tins and then went down the row and like filled everything. I don't know. I mean, whatever. It should be easy enough to peel this out, but I'm also planning on taking out everything and putting it into like one central. Yeah, being able to delete the the little mini word farts, verbal farts. It's handy to know. um, I'm gonna have to see if that works on. Oh, wait, I'm allowed to type in here, aren't I? No. Whoop, no, I don't want to react. Oh. Okay. So if you're on desktop, you just put the mouse right next to where you spoke and you use the little three dots to delete it. I have not thunk of a color that I didn't like at first that I now like. Closest might be rich green gold. Oh, I love green gold. Interesting. Time to pet the plant again. That is so funny. I can't get over that. All right, so, oh, okay, let me show you this now. So, you know what? Now that it's dry, it's less noticeable that it's a different white. I can still see it that it's a different white, but I have to stare at it for like a good few seconds before my eye like picks it up. So I don't know if you guys, this very cool cool white lamp is not that great. I got it for free on Amazon. It's not that great. Okay, now right there, can you see how the paint is a cooler white, where it makes the paper look like it's almost like ivory-ish. I don't know very many colors for white. Eggshell, cream. It looks like creamer. Yeah, like this looks like creamer you would add to your milk. And this almost, if it was like purely opaque, it would look like whiteout. It would, yeah, that's exactly what this color white looks like. It looks like whiteout, like correction fluid. And then this looks like the color of cream I would add to my coffee. The paint looks warmer? Wow. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, it's gonna take me a little while, I think. What happens if I turn this light off and just rely on daylight? It's gonna be a little while, I think, before I figure out lighting and stuff. Oh, you can sort of, yeah. Right, Wildflower? Well, honestly, I mean, as far as like Eve's chats go, like the stream, like everybody's pretty awesome anyway. And, I mean, if you're talking like, oh, someone fucking said that out loud and like they really said that kind of way, I feel like we don't really have any of that going on in the Saturday streams. So, like, it's, I feel happy that we're all like pretty aligned. Yeah, definitely in other places. I'm just like, wow, you really wanted to say that, huh? Yeah, yeah, for the world at large, definitely. All right, I still have a lot of room on this paper. I wasn't expecting to have this much room left over. I guess my swatch size is very irregular, but whatever. This is just a first time swatching. I probably will, once I pick everything out and piece together like a singular like palette, was like however many spots I'm gonna need, I will then make some official like swatch cards for it. So, how do we feel about just the like ambient daylight that's coming in to the side over here versus the surgery light? With graphite. Well, I mean, so this is a lead holder from Blick Studio with the lead that came in it. That's the same thing, right? Because I could totally, I don't know. Well, let's, should I use my finger to try smudging it, or should I try to erase it? I don't know. Or like a Q-tip? Yeah, it is. The daylight is like very irregular and only coming in on one spot. Whereas, yeah, you're right. This is more regular. All right. All right. So first I'm going to try finger. Oh, my finger is very dry. That feels, oh God. Oh, sensory issue. Oh, that felt horrible. That felt so disgusting on the tip of my finger. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Ew. That, I'm sorry. I'm having a little meltdown. That was terrible. This paper is really rough. Um, ugh, gross. My fingertip was like too dry to do that. There was like no grip, so it just felt like I was rubbing like, uh, I don't know. I don't know, gross. No, definitely not wildflower. There are definitely some of us who say some shit. Okay, if my fingertip is like slightly moist and I'm trying to do this like smooth, like trying to get my finger like in the texture of the paper, can you see that like it's smudging but barely? It's like barely. So I don't know if that means that like, oh, my meds alarm. I don't actually take meds this week though. Yeah, I have a Q-tip over here. Let's see what happens with, I just dipped this in water a little bit. It's barely damp. Like I touched it to the water. So it's like barely leaving any dampness on my hand. Okay, well that looks like shit. I don't like that at all. Yeah, let's see if it's erasable. Got my little dollar store eraser stick. Ever since I got the like Tombow knock eraser, I think, in the like blue green, the minty green case, I'm obsessed with like eraser pens, mechanical erasers. Oh, that's too much. That's too much for this one. Oh. There's a lot of schmutz there, but yeah, it's coming up. It does, although again, is it really erasing, or why did I say again? Is it really erasing, or am I just like lifting it because it's on it was it was watery and it's on watercolor paper. Oh, wildflower, you have the tiny one? I want to get that. I've never really tried lifting watercolors. So let me see. I actually have some other brushes here. Let me grab this one. I've got this really tiny little angled brush. So let's see what happens if I go. Oh, wow. Yeah, that like immediately started lifting off. But again, is it because it's graphite or because it's paint? Or was paint? No, I don't. I don't paint pictures. I literally just do shit like this. Like I just play with colors on the paper. So I've never done like a lifting thing because nothing I do like requires it, I guess. I mean, I think at some point I am going to try learning how to draw something. But for now, I'm okay with, well, again, I don't paint pictures, so there's like, I mean, I guess like I would consider like, oh, that's a mistake because it's not a straight thing, but like I'm not going to go back and fix it. Yeah, I'm going to just live with what I've made because I just want to like, I'm trying to let go of the need to keep like editing my stuff and like give into that like perfectionism like anxiety of like I can't let somebody see this until it's perfect or whatever, which like when it comes to like the workplace will keep me from doing things. It will keep me from like accomplishing or like finishing something because I will forever be like it's not ready, it's not ready, it needs more work, it needs more work. um and I mean, luckily I don't work a job where like I have to do projects or anything like that. I just have an entry level job, but um hydrate, guys. um when it came to school, like I I never, here's the thing, I have never written a paper. I've never written like outside like a book report. I've never like written a paper. Um because I would never be done. It would never be good enough for me to submit, and so I just didn't do it. Tainting colors. Yeah, like if you use like phthalo and stuff like that, like you're never lifting that. So yeah, so I'm just trying to start with that, like I'm just trying to be okay with what comes out. Like hey, this is what came out of me today, and that's fine. That's fine. You know, I don't want to like. For me, I want art to be like an internal space I'm creating where I don't have to keep listening to the judgmental voices and like just the horrible voices that were basically handed to me from my caregivers, telling me that like, oh, oh, you'll never be nothing, you're nothing, like, oh, all, I don't even want to like, I'm not going to get into like details and stuff, but like, and then like growing up not having anything that was like mine, that was also safe. So, you know, I got attracted to watercolor because I love colors. Like I'm a chromophile, so I love colors. They make my eyes happy. This is like visual stimming for me. But like that the practice of art, the like the doing of it, right? The enjoying of it, the enjoyment, the like the activity of it. I need it to be a space where like I can like reparent myself and not have an inherited voice in my head saying that looks like shit, how can you even show that to people, like that is so ugly and stupid and you're dumb and stupid and ugly and worthless. Like I you know, so like if and I've said this like in my DBT group a lot too, like part of the practice of learning how to like take care of myself and like learn things like self-compassion has been that I imagine my childlike self as almost a separate being that's with me all the time. And so I imagine if 5-year-old me made this, I would never say, well, none of your squares are even and they don't line up, and like you fucked that up there and you screwed that up there. Like, I would never say that to a child. And so when I am playing with the colors, it's a way for me to like kind of go back in time a little bit to like when I was a kid, and I would have loved to have been allowed to play with paints and to explore creativity and to just find out if there's even anything inside me, um, you know, artistically. Um, like this is me basically recapturing my childhood. No, I have not done IFS work really. With my last therapist, she was very much into that stuff, um, but we didn't really like. From what she explained to me of the framework, and like I looked up a couple videos online about it, it it didn't like fully grab me. Um, the way other like um aspects, I guess, or like I don't know if it would be like frameworks of like um like I a bunch of years ago I read the book Getting the Love You Want or something like that, and it was written by like two doctors who are married to each other, and it's an amazing book, and it talked about like the imago match, and it's like the psychology behind like why we're attracted to the people we're attracted to and stuff. And like when I read all that, like about the blueprint and stuff like that, like that just instantly I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like I'm not that, like none of that sounds like weird or questionable or like, I'm not sure I buy that. But when I read about like the rules of like IFS, I sort of was like, I don't know that I'm fully behind like that framework of like we have all those different parts of ourselves, and I just don't know if I go for like there's the firefighter, the parent, what is it, the parent, the manager, the what's the fucking word that where the child is like cast off or whatever, like, you know, I just think of like those different parts of ourselves in like a little bit of a different way, I guess. Um, and it's just like also strange to me because like the whole like inner child 100% makes sense. There, I fully believe there's a part of us that is forever the little kid that we are. And like when you like look at Arrested Development and stuff, um, you know, the trauma that we experience freezes a piece of us at that age. Um, and that makes 1,000% sense to me as somebody who has struggled with age age regression and you know, being part of the DDLG community and stuff. I don't know if anyone here is familiar with any of that, but like basically like not being the age I actually am. Like that, you know, and then also when I think about like what ages come naturally to me, it's some of the ages where I experienced the most trauma in my life growing up. So like it 100,000% makes sense to me, like the concept of the inner child and like arrested development and stuff like that. But the firefighter and the manager, I don't know. It just like it doesn't like click in my head. Maybe it will if I like read more about it. I am definitely like interested in looking more into it. Yes, also, sorry, scrolling back up. I worry about damaging the paper also when it comes to lifting color. There's the neighborhood bike riders again. Okay. Um, and so I don't want to like accidentally like scuff the paper by scrubbing at it. So yeah, I don't want to do lifting stuff. Um, yeah, Wildflower. We forever have a little version of ourselves. Like I forever have like a baby Sassy inside me, always. You know, and I will always have to take care of her, and that's okay. You know, 10, 15 years ago, I was so impatient. I was like, I don't want to have to fucking take care of me, you know? Um, and I will admit there are still like a lot of times where I am pissed off about the fact that it's so hard to take care of myself. But I think that's just more about like the autism aspect and the like the just the general neurodivergence. I no longer look at my mini me as a burden, you know. Back to some paint. Anyway, but yeah, that's some therapy talk with Michelle. I first got into psychology because I'm into it, but yeah, Wildflower. I had to, I think, admit to myself years ago that the only way the daddy of my dreams doesn't exist except for inside me. And that's really, really difficult because I don't feel completely fulfilled in a like vanilla relationship. But like only I know what I need, and it's a little bit unfair to hope that yeah, test. Sorry. I was. How did I even get there? I was talking about like inner child, how we never grow up, struggling with age, like age regression and arrested development, and then mentioning that, uh, you know, being part of the DDLG life. I am also going to switch out of the cornflower milk water and go for some fresh water. All right, so we are now on the Marvelous Metallics palette. Um, I am going to skip swatching. Wow, there's only actually a couple colors left, so I'm going to skip Unicorn Money because that's already right here. I'm going to skip Black Sand Beach because that's right here. I'm going to skip Oxidized Copper because that's right here. And I'm going to skip Spellbound. Wait. Oh my god, I skipped Spellbound out of the Royals palette. Okay, I'm an idiot, so I'm not going to skip Spellbound out of this one. So I'm skipping these three, and I'm going to swatch these. This is a different silver, by the way. I mean, I want this space to be completely not regulated, like full on stream of consciousness, because that's really the way I operate, you know. All right, so I think I'm gonna go in order of what I am least excited about and go to what I'm most excited about. So that's gonna be, yep, it's gonna be this one. This color is called Moondrop. There is a hecka lot of glitter in here. As I wet the surface, I can see a lot of the grit of glitter in here. So that's going to be interesting. It looks like it fits in with Unicorn Money. Even though Unicorn Money doesn't have chunky glitter in it, it has that, like it's just glitter. There's no base to it, you know? I'm trying to thicken this up to get, yeah. Yeah, there's no, it's literally the equivalent of Unicorn Money in terms of like, it's just the glitter with no base, but this is shimmer, no base. This is shimmer and glitter. Unicorn Money is just shimmer. Ooh, my water looks really pretty. I don't know. It's pretty. This plant's napping on me big time. That's okay. It's Sunday. We're all allowed to be tired, especially on a Sunday. Like, why do I feel shittier on Sunday than I do on Saturday or even Friday? I gotta clean that up. This is a really cheap desk that is not waterproof, and when water gets on it, it like does that like bubbling bullshit, you know? There's like water on the back of my... Okay. I don't even know why I'm using the clipboard. I don't need it. Drink. Oh god. It's largely stream of consciousness, yes. Yeah, great question, Curious. I do, yeah, I mean, we're masking full time, kind of, you know what I mean? Especially like at this point in life, like in the year 2025, like after living through, I mean, I don't know how old everybody is here, but like after living through like the 80s and 90s and like being of a generation that like largely has ignored mental health, and you know, again, we're still fighting for women and female bodied people to have the appropriate diagnoses of autism and even ADHD. Is it took me like 3 years of fighting with my primary care to even get to an appointment where they weren't even going to test me for ADHD. They were going to give me a memory test to make sure I wasn't struggling with like fucking early dementia or something like that. And that doctor was like, yeah, you're not struggling with like, she was like, yeah, you have ADHD, like all signs, you know. And it was like, I only got that diagnosis by accident. If my primary care doctor had had his way, I never would have gotten diagnosed. And that's a topic for another day, talking about shitty doctors. Hydrate. Yeah, right. Test. It's every day. It's all day, every day. And so, like, having lived as long as we have, and having had to force ourselves to always perform and always be okay and always be good little girls. I don't know how many of us are female here versus anything else, but like, you know, even now, it honestly, it's only been since I met my current boyfriend that I really started being able to, and I don't even think it was conscious. It was just being around him. I was really able to like start having times where like I unmasked and like was able to just be myself, like with the weird noises and the hands. Like I never would have hung around somebody and like been, ever. And now it like it, it's been a few years and like it is becoming like easier to even just be myself in public. Like I don't fight to hide my hands, and like I'm not like normal hands in public, no T-Rex arms, like I'm also letting go of like hiding when noises are too much and when I'm like overwhelmed or I'm confused by a sign, or that I'm nervous waiting in line at the deli because I don't want to accidentally cut in front of someone with the wrong number, which I do all the time. Like I am becoming okay with the fact that like I'm I'm not the the mask that I've been wearing my whole life. Yeah, it's hard. Why do you think that, Wildflower? Do you think that like we're being monitored like during lives? I mean, we probably are. We probably are. If I start talking about fucking orange guy and stuff, like whatever, Um, what do I want to go for next? I think I'm actually less excited about this one. Second least excited. This one is called Mermaid Scale. Yeah, Mermaid Scales. And what's funny is like this is one of the colors of one of my favorite L'Oreal hip eyeshadows that I ever had. But as a watercolor, this is not doing much for me. I mean, now that it's getting wet, now that it's like, activating, it is pretty. But we'll see how it is on paper. Oh, goodness, that's a favorite nail polish right there. Wow. Wow. All right, there is the silver, and it dried with a sharp dark outline, which is interesting. Again, this reminds me of these where it's like it's thin, it's very transparent. There's not really much of a base. I don't actually. I think that this does have a little bit of a base. I think it's like the slightest bit gray. And so it fits more in line with these colors than it does with this. Yeah, looking at the shine now, this is more like um, a higher density of the micro shimmer, whereas this is lower density but with a hint. It's got a little bit of a base. So yeah, but this is an interesting shade of teal, and it is showing up true on screen. It's a very high the silver shimmer really stands out. Like it's almost a pearl finish. There's so much silver shimmer to it that unless you look straight at it, like directly at it at any angle, it's almost hard to see the true color because you're just seeing the pearl. I'm pretty sure I have this in a nail polish, and I know I have it at least in a couple of different, vintage L'Oreal eyeshadows. All right. Now, next is Spellbound. I love a good, copper. I love copper. I love good copper color. This looks like it would have benefited from a pre-wet, I think. It's taking a minute to get, what's the word? Not potent. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Not to sound like a hipster, but I was online and getting found 20 plus years ago. And while times are scarier now, I also live a much more socially isolated lifestyle. Oh, wow. Yum, yummy, yum, yum. This is really pretty. And so I guess watch me, this is a verbal version of fuck around and find out. I'm gonna be all I'm not afraid of somebody finding me, and then but yeah, while times are scarier in terms of the world at large, a lot less people know me now. I don't work a public facing job anymore. Thank God. I'm so glad I'm out of retail. Because honestly, working at a job and then seeing the guy who repeatedly matched you on Tinder and would not leave you alone walk in and then go to your register, and you're like, oh God. And you have to smile and be nice and be a good girl, be a good fucking girl. I mean, that was the majority of my, getting found in real life problems. Nothing dangerous necessarily. But, oh wow, look at my paint water. You guys, this is magic. I'm gonna start casting spells. Do some witch shit up in here. Chapstick time. Yeah, that is a really good point, Tess. That I just was completely showing privilege there by not even taking into account the landscape of what's going on these days as far as that goes, and I do apologize for that. Yeah, I have a friend who has to worry about that stuff. She actively is I don't know. It's I hate this world right now. Oh, dripping water all over me and my desk. God damn it. It's funny that you say that about the water test because um, we are on the last season of Once Upon a Time, and I've already watched it once, but I've never watched season 7, and we're watching season 7 right now. Um, just to say we're almost done. But when I saw every time I see the glitter, I'm just thinking of you know, spell water and the fairy tales and stuff. I fucking love that show. I also smudged my glasses and now time out. I gotta wipe my glasses off for a second. Fuzzy blankets, where are you? By the way, you guys, if any of you wear glasses and you generally use those like glasses cleaning cloths, but you also have an abundance of fuzzy blankets, you can just stop using those cloths. I'll let you in on a secret. Fuzzy blankets clean glasses better than anything else, and you don't even need to blow on you don't even need to breathe on your glasses to get them clean, and they look incredible. So you can just use plush fuzzy. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I have 500 fuzzy blankets everywhere I go, including at work, so it's fine. That's an interesting. Sometimes you win the battles you don't fight. I don't know if I don't know if you can get into anything that is not like a sensitive topic about that. Oh my god, wildflower. Holy fuck. That's very frightening and kind of not surprising, to be honest, because it was a man, wasn't it? All right, and I'm gonna go on to the last color here. I'm gonna go with with my last clean jar of water. And yeah, there was like a teeny bit of sparkle still left in my brush. This is like a calm jar or whatever, calming jar, I'm just like staring at it swirling. It's funny. But yeah, men. That is pretty scary. I'm glad that you're here with us. That's fucking scary. Sometimes it's really scary to think about how close you came. And this color, I've completely Unicorn Blush. This color is called Unicorn Blush, and I don't know if you can see yet. Can you see the halo of blue micro shimmer, blue pearl? This is a very, very sharp and cool hot pink. This is 80s lipstick. No, I'm pretty sure they even had this color in like the 60s, maybe even earlier. I feel like my grandma, who had Mary Kay, I sold Avon, as did my mom, but my grandma sold Mary Kay, and I'm pretty sure she probably would have worn this. I'm pretty sure I had a nail polish like this in the 80s or 90s. This is very sharp, very I keep saying sharp. I mean to say like it's very potent. It's a very potent color. It's a punch of color. I can see the blue shimmer in it, but I don't think it's going to show up until it's dry on screen, because it's such a fine and sparse. It's sort of a sparse blue shimmer. It looks blood red to you? Wow, that's wild. Wildflower. There are some days where I have to clean my glasses 500 times a day, 5,000 times a day. Oh, let's watch this. Ooh, ooh, that was fun. But do you ever find that you have days where like your glasses, like you stop and you look at your glasses and you're like, it looks like I haven't fucking cleaned these things in 3 months, and I've been walking around like not really, like there's like a background process has been picking up that like I'm not seeing things so clearly. Things look a little fuzzy or a little cloudy, and it's yeah, no bitch, literally things are fuzzy and cloudy because your glasses are fucking filthy. I don't know, it's just funny. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. I don't want to like, I'm the dummy who would go look and like bleh, just fucking spill it everywhere, all over the place. Oh, I don't know how to show you the blue shimmer. It looks really cool. This looks like strawberry Kool-Aid. It looks very delicious. I'm having a hard time reminding myself right now that I cannot drink this. This is forbidden Kool-Aid. Yes, it is. I love wheat yogurt. I love the vanilla. I love vanilla yogurts that come in French pots. So like wheat, Oikos. What else have I had? There's like one or two others that I really enjoy. Yeah, I have to be careful not to, because I'm holding it like I'm about to fucking, oh, there's, so you can see the sparkle, but on screen the color of it isn't showing up. It looks like it's silver, but it's blue. It's blue sparkle. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah, forbidden Kool-Aid. Oh god, I want to drink it so bad. And as this is drying down, the shimmer, yes, Wildflower, 1,000%. I probably still have one somewhere. Yeah, I was obsessed with those miniature lipsticks. In the pan, it's easier to see that halo. It looks, yeah, as it's dry, it's the halo is drying and it's like taking on like not matte but like a satin finish that is kind of obscuring the blueness of it. But on the paper, as it's drying down, the shimmer is like collecting in the texture of the paper. So that's really interesting, and that makes me wonder how this would look on hot press paper. Yeah. Oh, fucking water. I'm getting water everywhere. Let me see. Did my brush come out clean? Mostly. There's like a hint of pink to it still. filthy, dirty. Have you guys ever seen just oh my god, I almost said Disturbing Behavior. Where the fuck did that come from? Desperate Living. Desperate Living. It's like the best John Waters film. Um, that scene where she catches the kids and she's like, dirty, filthy. And then she starts slapping the kids. My god, that movie would never be released today. Oh my god. Yeah. People, they really got away with some crazy shit back in the 70s for in the name of like film and art. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so that's everything. Let me oh, by the way, so my chair, I just picked up this chair on the side of the road a few weeks ago. It was in perfect condition, but I think it's also old because within, I don't know if you can see, no, within like a couple of weeks, it's the coating has been, and it keeps like coming off on my elbows and stuff. It's getting worse every day. And I'm like, okay, I need to like get some sort of cover or I don't know, fucking wrap some bandanas around it or something. I don't know. But if anyone else has ever dealt with that and come up with a solution, like stretch covers. I know Amazon has stretch covers, but I don't know. I don't think the chair is haunted. I don't know. I did pick up another chair from the same front yard 2 days later. The house is being sold. And so every morning on my way to work, I would drive by and there would be like new stuff out front that they were just like, getting rid of. And so I picked up this chair for myself here at home. And then I picked up this little tiny like cube shaped like armchair, and I brought that to work and stuck it in the corner of the main office space, like one of the sides or whatever. And I was just like, that's where I'm going to sit on my lunch break with my phone or a book. It's been, 3 weeks now? Have I fucking sat in the chair? No, I fucking haven't sat in the chair. But you know who has been sitting in the chair? Every fucking customer who comes in to wait for their car to be done. And I'm like, you love that chair, right? Everyone fucking loves that chair. And everyone's like, yeah, this chair is so comfortable. It just swallows you up. And I'm like, I know. I have good taste. A film about a haunted chair. If it wasn't a comedy, that's hilarious. Where's my water? I almost just reached for the pink water because I'm thirsty. Yeah, so this was it. This was Rebel Unicorn Crafts. She's amazing. I wish that this wasn't happening at a time where she has discontinued her paints. I haven't looked at her site in like a week now. I know last I looked, she still had some paints available. None of the palettes were available. There was actually, I have 4. She had a 5th palette that was on my wish list that was mostly like these colors, like without the gold, the graphite, or the blue, I think. It was called the Landscape set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it had like these 6. So I think, and it had one blue in it, which I forget what it was. And her release went live at 2:00, right? I was at work. I set an alarm. I told like my coworker, I was like, at 2:00, don't send me any like customers, any phone calls or submissions or anything. And I didn't think I would even be, taking that long anyway, but oh, yes. We say thank you for providing us this lovely music today. Lacey, the first thing I did was like her stuff was going live individually. Like she was manually like doing this. Like, she's just a one man show, one woman show. And so as her stuff's going live, I'm picking it and I'm adding it into my shopping cart. And I was ready at 2:05 to check out. 2:05, 2:06. It was 2:06. I hit checkout and the landscape set had already sold out, which I love that for her. Like that we showed her that like we love her and support her so much that like, yeah, right, that she has a strong following. And what's funny is like when she released a video on Patreon talking about it. So it was like private at first, and it probably had like, I want to say like by the time the paints were released, it had like 63 like reactions and or comments. So like a decent amount, of people. And she released this video like a month in advance, right? So it was like it was like mid end of August, and the paints went live on September 26th. And she said, like in the video while she was talking, she was putting together sketch sets. Like she had like all like different groups of the pans, and she was like putting them together like as she talked to us and stuff. And she said a couple of times, quote unquote, that she was making a ton of these, right? And she was saying that, she was going to put everything up on the website, and then as things sold out, she was going to take the listings down quietly. Like she was just, just going to take it off so that people weren't stuck looking at out of stock listings. And she was like, and I've made a ton of these, and so I'm thinking like, they'll be enough to last, like they'll stay up for like a month or something like that. Bitch, no, we bought your shit in 5 minutes. You sold out. We bought all your shit. Like, of course we bought all your shit. Like we love everything you do. And right, I wish that we could have like seen her reaction to like, she's still releasing things on the website, and then other things have just flat out just sold out. I wondered about that too, like buying multiples. Like I bought, oh my god, you know what I just forgot? I actually have other paints. Oh my god. Oh my god. My dummy. Oh, you know what? Never mind. They're all the backups. I forgot. I did buy some multiples. I bought 2 lemon pop, 2 oxidized copper, and 2 ice, because I was like, I really think these are going to be good colors to like. Yeah, it was me. Well, I didn't get the landscape set, so um but I like, while I was like, debating like, oh, should I buy like 2 of the other like neon colors as well, like, you know I was wondering like, does she have like, is there like, if someone tried to buy like 5 of these, would it gray out, like you're only allowed to buy 2 or something like that? She didn't say anything about a limit, and I'm not surprised, because she really didn't think we were going to buy her out. She really thought that she was going to have like the sketch set last a month on the website. All of these palettes were sold out within like 2 hours. Like, just so like, I wish that we could have like seen her like live reaction when she like saw the site and saw that like things were already completely sold out. Yeah, I do feel like yeah, ice was a really good one. I'm glad that I have a bunch of the unicorn money. I'm glad I have 2 of the spellbound. I did have to stop myself from, let me tilt this back. I did have to stop myself from, you know, buying like 2 more of that, because honestly, out of the 3 colors, I love, oh, now that these are dry too, I can show you the shimmers better. I adore, so this is like my favorite color for an eyeshadow, for an eyeliner, this perfect like copper penny color. But she did say on her website, like, you know, and in her video and stuff, she did say, like, for now, she's not making the paints anymore, but she does enjoy it so much. She is hoping to someday, like, if her hands feel a lot better, she would like to come back to making paints. And I'm also just trying to tell myself, too, I'm trying to not hoard, right? Like, I don't want to die with unused pans of paint. And it's really hard when you're online and you're looking and you're just like, ooh, give me a few of those. Ooh, I want to make sure I have a bunch of those. You know what I mean? Like, right. Like, I love the opportunity to show our favorite artists, like, especially when they're not expecting it at all, you know, that like we love them and support them, and, you know, but yeah, I had to really be firm with myself to not buy more pans of this one, and just be okay with having like the 2 in these 2 palettes, because either she'll come back to making paints again, and that could give me an opportunity if I've used these up. I've never hit pan on a paint yet. Who am I kidding? But if, you know, once I become more active in actually using the paints, use what you have, either she'll come back to making the paint, or I'll find another artist on Etsy, or another paint maker on Etsy who makes just as beautiful of a copper watercolor, and I'll have an opportunity to support another small shop, you know. Ideally, it would be local to me, but I'm in New England, and honestly, there isn't a whole lot of paint making going on here, which is kind of sad, because I would love to shop local. But if I can't shop local, I'm still going to shop small, because that's my favorite way. If anyone has any recommendations for small businesses as far as art supplies, like handmade paints especially, but drop them. I would love to know. I have some paints from Arts to Embers, really good quality paints. And I have some handmade neon watercolors from a shop called Clouded Dream Studios on Etsy. Oh my God, and her paints, incredible. Masha, oh my God. Listen, if I had the money, if I had like $5,000 or whatever to buy, and it's like, it's not like, the paints look incredible, but the palettes, oh my God, like that butterfly palette, those little flower palettes, like, oh my God, I'd have them all. The, like, the layouts and the design of her stuff, his, I don't know. Just awesome stuff. I love it. Let me show you these up close shimmers before I forget. We've been at this for quite a while. I forgot to do laundry before I started this, so I probably should do that. But yeah. Oh wait, where? There's the blue, which doesn't look very blue. It's a little more blue in real life. than it's showing. I'm trying to like bend the paper. There's not enough room for me here to tilt. I'm gonna see if my other light adds any better color to the room. Okay, yeah, so having my other lamp on is better. Yeah, that's a nifty color. I probably have at least 2 nail polishes that color. This is gorgeous. Just, oh God, that's so gorgeous, so gorgeous. This is really pretty. You know what's interesting is it just me? Is it looking like it's gold shimmer on the screen? But it's not. It's 1000% silver. And yeah, this is sparkly as fuck. That's really fun. I don't know. This seems if you're doing like atmospheric, you're just like swirling stuff in. This seems like it would be really cool to throw in there. You know what? So in terms of shine, the gold one is that metallic. It just it's just not as dense. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's that I laid on more without realizing it, but like I really can't see through that at all. Maybe, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, when I look on the screen now, when I tilt it, I can see how it's like a little patchy right here. But like it really looks, you know, mostly solid. This is just glitter. And it's not very thick. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like molten, you want it to look like liquid metal, which I 100% get that, because that's when they're wet, they look that way, you know, they're exciting, you know, and that's a thing too. I love the way watercolors look when they're wet. And then once they're dry, I'm sort of like, you know, like I'm just like, oh. So that's another reason why I sort of look to, what is that? That's another reason I sort of look to watercolor as like more of a meditative therapy practice rather than like having a finished product or some sort of outcome on paper to show other people. You know, like there's like those factors just all kind of like happened to come together to work out in my favor. It works out in my favor that when I look at watercolor after it's dry, I'm just like, it's not really tickling my brain so much. When like the goal of me getting into watercolor isn't to have a finished product. It's the act of doing the watercolor that is the therapy for me. You know, I've looked at swatches of the Fine Tech, and I can't lie, they look appealing. Although I don't think I looked at the metallics. I was looking at the neons, and they do look appealing. Right. I'm gonna have to look at the Bordeaux from Daniel Smith, because yeah, there's some where like this, for example, when it was wet, it looked great. I guess like when it's dry, it looks nice here. I don't hate it. But like, I don't know, just looking at these colors, like, oh, this is glowing. This is neon. This is ultra in a way that none of my other ultramarines have ever looked to me before. Although I've never used anything other than like kid grade ultramarine blue. So I've never given it the chance. So for all I know, the Schmincke looks like this, and I'm going to be blown away next weekend. But yeah, I mean, even this, it was very pretty when it was wet. And I look at it when it's dry, and I'm like, well, I mean, I guess that's nice, but it's not exciting me the way it does when it's wet. I was all excited to look into Yinmin Blue and Yintico Red. Hydrate, you guys. Yes, journey, not destination. Trust the process, which is, my anxiety is the antithesis of trust the process. No, I don't trust the process. I don't trust your way. I don't trust anyone's way. I barely trust my own methods, but I cannot give up that control. I am learning to give myself over to that, to the process, to trusting, to accepting help from other people, from letting people see me be vulnerable, all that stuff. But yeah, Yinmin Blue, you don't have to buy it. You can make it with, I think it was ultramarine and cobalt. And I don't know if it was Otto who had that. I feel like there was a couple people who made videos, and I thought, or maybe it was Lana. Somebody like in our chat gang did that. Yeah, it is. Whenever I hear like really good sayings and stuff, I want to like make that into a little art card. Almost like affirmation cards and stuff, but it's not so much an affirmation as it is like a I see you card. I always want to like put these things on posters, like trust the process when the process is panicking over imperfections. Yeah, like heard, felt, seen, Same Wildflower. I was like, I barely like ultramarine and cobalt. Why am I gonna try to buy Yinmin Blue? That was just me getting caught up in the completionism of everything. The gotta have them all. Yeah, highfalutin, exactly. So, like, that's that. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess now is a good, as the music comes back, another crescendo. I guess now's as good a time to end things on. We're almost at 3 hours here. I did not expect us to hang out this long. I am super, super grateful that you guys were here with me today. I really appreciate you guys being here, giving me like your moral support and, the company, and having these chats and, being open to all of the messiness of what watercolor can be, and the whole intersectionality with, therapy and stuff like that. It's really nice. It's really like, I'm so glad that I stumbled into Eve's chat one day and like discovered all you guys and like this whole community and like I don't know. It's just been, it's a really cool fucking journey that we're all on together. I love it. It's awesome. So, yeah, I am pretty sure I will be doing this again next Sunday. I'm probably going to unwrap the Schmincke pans before I go to bed tonight, just so that they're ready for next Sunday. So next Sunday will be Schmincke Swatching Sunday. So thanks for being here, you guys. And also, if you don't mind, like messaging me privately to let me know, like if there's, you know, any I am open to any and all constructive feedback, constructive criticism, anything I could like do better. I'm not trying to like create a channel where I'm gonna like fucking be monetized for doing reviews and stuff. Like I just want to have fun. But if there's anything I can do better, like lighting or a fucking more solid camera mount. You guys should see this. I'm using one of those like phone mounts that clamps onto your desk. And then I like jammed my webcam up into the clamp. And like my wire is to the webcam is running across my monitor. Like it's so janky. Story of my life, just cobbling things together and making it work. Like, luckily I didn't have to break out the duct tape for this one, but you know, um, but any tips or tricks or whatever for, you know, streaming again, for swatching better, you know, any ideas, I'm open to all of that. So thanks guys, it's been really awesome. I'll see y'all in the Discord chat. Have a good night. Don't forget to hydrate and, you know, take care of yourselves and all that. All right. I don't know how to end this, I guess. I don't have an ending yet. So, peace.